And we are back with the Zeldathon show. We are live. Happy good day. Yes, you hear voices. That means
Happy birthday.
Happy
Oh my god,
birthday.
I just realized I need to mute your stream, otherwise it's going to end really poorly for me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Zeldathon show. It's a magical time where we talk about Zeldathon and other stuff. But it's all new, and now it's like a podcast, because Shadow's not here in my house. He is anywhere I want to put him, thanks to the green screen.
Yes, literally anywhere. You please be gentle.
So yeah, I'm SuperMCGamer, and I run the show and some other shows. And also, we have with us, in the pink shirt, looking at a phone.
Hi.
What's your name?
Talking to you.
Oh.
Who are you?
Hi. I'm the side of rice.
Yeah, and you also have a giant gorilla poster or painting in your background. It's slightly off cam, which is good probably.
I was gonna say I can move it into cam a little bit if you want.
It is not a gorilla, by the way. It is what is it?
It's a scientist.
It's a scientist. Thank you. I honestly didn't know. I was just, we want to make sure that we get our nomenclature right here. Otherwise, like, Zeldathon show's just ruined.
Exactly. Yeah. Might as well just stop right now.
Also with us, with the cat, it's Smooth McGroove. I mean, it's Marissa. Hey, Marissa.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. I appreciate your Zeldathon Deluxe shirt that you are sporting today.
I know. I did it by accident, and it was perfect.
And wearing the wonderful, what is that? A head crab? I don't know what it is. What is that?
It's an Elcor. Thank you very much.
What
Not
fandom
that it
is
means
that from?
anything to you.
Yes,
It's from Mass Effect. It's
right.
adorable.
That thing that you really like.
His name is Elnub, and I love him very much.
Continue
He
on
lives
with
on my
the
head
nub
now.
Nabito thing going on.
Of course.
That's your thing.
Gotta be. Yep.
Well,
If I point this way, do I point at MC?
Oh, I
Yes,
don't think
yes.
you said my name. I'm Shadow Temple.
Yeah.
Hi.
yeah,
Hi,
I'm looking
Shadow
at you
Temple.
right now, Marissa. We're like the Brady Bunch up in here. If I go this, what's up, Alex? It's a story. Okay.
Hi, Shadow.
That's
I want to see if I pointed correctly.
that's such a weird thing to do, Marissa. Hello, Shadow. I mean, it's not
Oh,
wrong.
no, he's over here. He's over here.
Depending how the lighting is in your room, your shadow might be there.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome to the show. It's the Zeldathon show, but it's different than it was before. Before we were all on a couch, the couch that is behind me.
Yeah, I can see it.
But I decided, hey, why not overthrow everything because I want to, and now we're a podcast.
Woo!
We got some fun surprises for you on tonight's show. You folks in the chat, you will get to participate here in a little bit. So prepare your bodies for that.
Admittedly, this is my first time seeing the Zeldathon show because I'm usually streaming
yeah.
at this time. Hi, Shadow Chat, by the way. I do see you. I see you all the time.
So you have your chat up, and they're like, where's
I
Shadow?
always see you.
I have both open. I'm hosting you. I told them I'd be watching theirs too. So if I start laughing, it's because they made a snide remark at all of our behalves. So yeah,
On all of our behalfs. Very,
always.
very
and all our
snide.
behalves. Yes,
Good.
it's very nice of them.
And lastly, before we move on here into our Zeldathon discussion, hold on. I just got somebody just donated $5.02. It was it's Video Lames. I mean Video James.
Hey.
He gave me money.
Well-
I should probably give him some
You
niceness.
should be nice.
Yeah.
You should be nice to people who give you money.
Yes, he donated $5.02 and says literally better than Skype-a-thon.
That's true.
We had a discussion about how this setup is better than what Skype-a-thon was because Skype-a-thon, that was before Skype had video calling with more than one person.
I remember those days.
The good old days. Also, yeah, I was going to say, ask us questions. There's a link here beside me. It's right there. It'll also be posted in the chat at regular intervals. And we will answer your questions later on in the show. But for right now, we're going to move on into some Zeldathon news and fun stuff. So Zeldathon Recovery wrapped up, what was it, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks?
Something like that, yeah.
I kind of like...
Years, probably. I've lost
I lost
track.
all sense of time.
Yeah, I
Lost
fell
What
into a
is
coma.
day? What is time? I don't know.
So I want to talk about our top memories, because Zeldathon Recovery was a magical experience, and I would like to know what you guys all thought of it. So Marissa, why don't you start us off? Anything special
Okay.
about Zeldathon Recovery?
Well, as you know, I was really involved with the music. There were several medleys, and we had a jam train, that lasted like 40 minutes. And then, of course, the live credits was very special. I would have to say that the most fun memory for me was the jam train, because it was all improvised and it was just like a really good time.
It's really funny because I was looking at the footage from the jam train, and by the way, the name Jam Train is great, but they wrote on the whiteboard Music Train. That was just like displayed to the camera, like Music Train, keep donating and we'll keep playing. And it made me really sad because then everybody started calling it the Music Train instead of the Jam Train, which is a much better name. So I think we should mandate it from here on out that is known as the Jam Train.
Is known as the Jam Train.
And anybody who says it wrong, what are we gonna do to him, Shadow?
We will throw at them a jelly train, which will be a train composed exclusive, well, not composed of, but filled with jelly. That will be poured upon them, and they'll just be sticky for like days. It'll be terrible. A
train filled with jelly, like a boxcar full of jelly?
Yeah.
I think the train's going to hurt him more than the jelly, to be honest with you.
No. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. The jelly is really what's going to screw them.
Train.
Strawberry preserves, A+, 10 out of 10, 100 underscore thing. I don't know how to emoji. Yeah. So what do you got, Shadow? What was your memory of your like 3 days there?
This is where I'm supposed to be prepared for a memory. So when it comes to playing a game at Zeldathon, which is now my second time that I've done it, you usually don't like get into a lot of the jokes and memes and things that are happening around you. But one thing that I just accidentally walked into during Triforce Heroes was getting drawn like one of Rosie's French girls. And I was just like, she's like, let me do that. I'm like, okay. And then it just became a thing for like hours, and it was great. And people on Twitter joined in the drawing of me.
Oh,
like,
there were more people?
Girls. Oh, there were tons of people on Twitter that were posting pictures of me being drawn like a French girl.
Here's what you do.
It's a very popular thing now.
Wow.
It was a very popular thing indeed.
What an honor.
Yeah, I know. I was truly honored. Some people also went in and started doing some photoshopping, which was a little bit creepier, but that's okay.
Oh wait, so they put your face on like actual paintings, like from the olden days?
From Titanic specifically. Oh. If you want me to find the picture, I can.
No, I don't need to see that. Actually, no. Throw
me that picture, and I'll post it. Yeah, we'll find it. Somebody on Discord, find it pretty fast because you'll find it faster than I will.
Give it to me, and I'll put it on screen so we can all appreciate it together.
Well, Side of Rice is figuring out his story.
Yeah. Do you know what your favorite memory was, Alexander? It could have been one of your many accomplishments, like losing at the Ocarina of Time race.
Dang.
Hot take.
My run was okay.
For a week and a half thing.
That almost perfect Georg run was really nice.
Oh, did you have a good Georg?
I didn't use a fairy. I took one hit from him.
Oh.
I would probably have to say just the fact that I started fishing at the end. Like, yeah,
that was something that I
was like,
expect.
You know what? I'm this far behind. I'm gonna have fun. Why not?
Yeah,
there's no point in trying this. I was like, I'm just gonna go try to catch a big fish. And I got into it, and everyone started to get into it too. So
I slept through most of Ocarina of Time, and like I went to I woke up like in my corner. I have a corner inside Stream Room for those who don't know, where I sleep sometimes. And I wake up and I walk around. I'm like, let's see how the Ocarina of Time race is going. And I just look at Andy's screen. I'm like, all right, we're going up again here. Pretty good stuff. That means we're almost done. And I look at Alex's screen and I just see the fishing pond. And I'm like, oh man, that's But it was funny. It was funny, and it ended
I caught
up
a big fish. So
not the biggest fish, as the
not the biggest. I didn't have the illegal lure. Oh my god.
Hold on. Let's put this one up on screen.
There's even a better one somewhere. I just gotta find it.
Oh, take a look at this, everybody.
But that one is, I think that was my favorite one because they also included Rosie's drawing, which helped. The other one was just a superimposed but smoothed out face of mine on top of Rose. There it is. Yep, there it is.
Oh, do you got a better one for me here?
It's just to the face though. I think overall this is the better one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
we'll
the one we showed off.
Yeah,
oh my god.
This one will do. So yeah, now that was my life for about 12 hours after the Triforce Heroes run, and it was glorious. Glorious. I never felt so sexy. Anyway.
I'm glad you said it like that. If you didn't say it exactly like you did, it would have been awkward.
I was trying to figure out whether or not I was allowed to say it. I thought maybe it was appropriate.
Did you bring coffee? Did you bring coffee this podcast?
MCG
I brought
blush.
tea, green
Oh,
tea. I drink green tea with all my streams.
That tea does not look very tea-like. I've seen a lot of tea, but that looks like coffee.
That has a lot of milk in it, doesn't it?
No, this is just straight up green tea. It's lighter. It's lighter than your
Okay,
standard.
I can kind of see. I can kind of see it now. Yeah.
Just first glance, it looked like coffee with creamer in it, so that's why it was.
Tonight,
Also,
I'm
by the way,
drinking,
I've
water.
just followed you today, SuperMCGamer, so you're welcome.
You unfollowed me?
Apparently not. I'm sorry, but I fixed it and
Worst
everything's
friend.
fine now. Yeah.
Rip.
How long
Worst
have we
friend.
been friends, Shadow, and you haven't followed me this entire time?
8 years, maybe.
It smells funky.
Yeah, because did you know me before Zeldathon 1?
I knew you from Stupid Mario Brothers.
Yeah, so before Zeldathon 1.
Well, before Zeldathon 1.
Wait, you
It
came
smells
from
like
Stupid
orange.
Mario? I totally forgot you came from Stupid Mario.
That's where I first saw you. Yeah.
That's
And I followed
crazy.
you around various random fan forums, including Random Productions.
Yeah,
You stalked him.
It's
Yeah,
great
a little
because we had a big group from Stupid Mario, and over time, more people kind of got hit against the walls. You can imagine like a giant funnel. Like as it goes by, slowly more people fall out of the group, and you end up with me, Shadow, Carrie Lynn, Shinrin's still around. There's a very small group that came from Stupid Mario. But imagine the funnel, and then there's holes in it where other people's kind of squeezed in from different
Yep.
communities. Like the random production stage, we Yellow joined up at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So there's a little bit of history for you. Going
A
back
trip
to
down memory lane.
going back to Zeldathon Recovery memories, I don't have a top memory. There was a lot of really good stuff. The Gold Whale Seance was day one, and that was really fun. And doing the presidential election was very stressful. What?
As well as
That's
being
it.
able to sleep in the stream
like
room, I
the
imagine.
seance.
That was nice, right?
The fact that I could only hear the seance because I was playing made it all the more interesting.
Oh, because you could only hear the.
I could only hear it. I looked over my shoulder a few times, but I didn't want to be too distracted from the run. And
It
all I
made
just
the
had to sit
fog
there.
machine so worth it.
Oh yeah, it justified the purchase of the fog machine exclusively. So when our friend the Long Island medium is there, create an atmosphere ready for the seance. Thank you. It was just that one of those Zeldathon moments that it was only possible because of Zach, and I'm grateful that he exists in that moment. I'm grateful he exists. in all
Wait,
moments.
hold on. Okay, I was going to say, just that moment?
No, all moments. I'm grateful that Zach
I like the
exists.
B movie in Latin.
Oh yeah,
B movie in Latin.
that was the chanting that they did during the seance. Remember?
I didn't know that. Okay.
But I have to say, I'm kind of fudging the answer here. But my top memory is not being super sick like I was during Hope, because during Hope I was out of stream room probably 60% of the marathon. I was barely there. I was in bed or sleeping behind stream. I was in showroom begging for vitamin C tablets from Nightsura. The Hope I was just out of commission a lot of it.
Yeah.
But this time I was I think I slept in my room twice the entire marathon, which is $800 put to good use, if I say
Yeah,
so
for sure.
myself.
You could. I mean, you paid. We collectively paid well for that banquet hall. You might as well sleep in it, right?
No, $800 was for my room. I paid
I know,
$800.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Just completely cut that out of your equation and just live in the the banquet area
oh
instead.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'd be fine. It'd be great. Occasionally bum a shower off of somebody else. It'd be great.
And everybody would do that because
Of course we would.
I'm gonna brag and I'm gonna be pompous and a jerk here, but I'm like a god at Zeldathon. It's really weird because no matter what the occasion is, people come out and they're like, "Hey MC, are you hungry?" And I'm like, "Well, 3 people just asked me, but I am a little hungry." Yes.
Your baby. I mean,
know.
that's what it is.
It's like the best week of the year. It's like a vacation, except it's really stressful the entire time. But people are like, "Well, do you want anything from Sheets?" I'm like, I guess I'll take some onion rings. And then I have 5 things of onion rings in front of me, and I'm like, "Well, how much do I owe you?" And like, "Oh, don't worry about it." I'm like, "No, please." And I start taking out my wallet, and they just walk away. I'm like, I don't deserve these nice friends that I have.
It's because during
was-
Zeldathon you have this permanent look of
oh God, something
Marathon
happened.
anxiety.
Do I? I don't know what I look
Yeah.
like during the marathon.
You look permanently like, is it on fire? Is it on fire now? How about
It's on
now?
fire now.
Is the stream still going?
I looked at the
Yeah.
footage. There was footage of when Zach was holding the camera and he fell on the DS cord during Phantom Hourglass, and
Yeah.
he cut the game off. And so Zach, still holding the camera, comes over to where I'm sleeping in the stream room, and like it's hovering over me, and you see my eyes like this. I see Zach and I close them like right away. I'm like, no, and he's like, the feed cut. The feed cut is all he says, and I'm like, what? And he's like, the feed cut. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm out of that little bed, and I am like
Yep.
off, and like, I want to show that footage. The only problem is because of my disheveled state, my butt is showing in half of it. So
It wasn't even just the capture. He also bumped the actual game card,
yeah.
so the game froze.
Oh,
And
no.
we were set back like 40 minutes.
Oh, that sucks.
But so trying to set it up, like we have Zeldathon mom, we have Zeldathon dad. I was trying to figure out where MC fits in the picture, and the only thing I can think of is
Export.
MC, like, is Grandpa MC. Everybody walks up to him, make sure he has his drink, he has his food.
And I gotta get like a rocker, so I'm in stream room. How's stream going, kids? Well, we have a problem with the DS. Bring it to my workshop. I'll take a look at it.
It's okay, MC, we can handle it. It's okay.
Speaking of laughing like that, Alex, we just had a $10.10 donation, which was the Titus laugh. I have added that.
Oh, good.
And from Zeldathon's Nemesis says, I wonder if this is a thing. Also, subscriber notifications on stream broke. Yes, that is because Twitch updated how subscriber alerts go. So I did not know about that until we went on stream. So thank you to everybody who resubbed. I'm sorry I haven't been able to thank you personally, but you're all awesome.
Yeah, when you can see actually in your newest subscriber spot, Twitch alerts just said, "Welcome new subscriber, 25 resubs."
Yes.
And now it just says 25 there for until someone subs again.
Yes.
Good times.
25 is
Good
the
times.
best sub.
25 is a good number.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great number.
So next, I'm gonna check before I start speaking. Let's just make sure
Okay.
here. Let's make sure we're all good.
I'm not reading the document that doesn't exist.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
spoil
no,
it.
don't-
Uh,
totally not read.
Hey, Steenus, is the thing ready? Are we good? Hey, Steenus, do the thing, and then I'll talk about it. In the meantime, let's talk about shirts.
Okay.
Shirts.
Yeah, so
They're easy and comfortable to wear.
the
I'm
Yeti
wearing
shirts.
one right now.
Oh, the Yeti shirts.
The
Oh,
Yeti
okay.
shirts, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you got to be more specific.
Oh well, I have a new sub though. A new sub thing worked. Link
Yeah.
Link used the Triforce. Thank you very much.
I
like
remember
your name.
that person.
Yeah, they actually are a Patreon supporter as well. So.
Oh man,
There you go.
doubling it up.
What I was going to talk about is Yeti shirts. So a lot of people have been very worried that their shirts are never coming, and they need to stop worrying because they are coming. Right now, SGDQ is going on at the same time, which if you haven't watched, make sure you watch it. But yeah, no, the Yeti shirts are coming. Mine only one of mine shipped. The T// shirt is the only one that shipped for me. So
Mine shipped.
even mine haven't
Mine
shipped yet. So
Yeah, mine shipped.
yeah, everybody else is
Mine
shipped.
may ship.
I don't know where it is because every time I check the shipping address, it just says the UPS has received
Yeah,
the info, and that's it.
I think that
It's
means
like
I think that means it's
okay.
like going out tomorrow. So they're working very hard. So
It's been saying that for 3 days though.
Don't-
It said that as soon as I ordered the shirt.
it will get to you, Alex. This is my
Oh
reassurance
yeah,
to the
I
entire.
have no doubt
Yes.
that it's getting me. I just would
Calm your jams, folks. They'll get to you.
Yeah.
They'll get to you.
So please understand they're overworked right now. I talked to the Yeti personally, and they're doing crazy stuff. Speaking
How
of
is
which,
the Yeti? How is the
Stevens
Yeti, by
did
the way?
thing.
they're
You said
amazing.
he's- No, I mean, like the Yeti specifically, like
Oh,
the
the character.
mythological creature. Yeah, how's he doing?
Well,
Cold.
enjoying the weather. It's very cold.
Okay, yeah. Glad to hear it. How are the international calling prices?
I mean, he's with AT&T, so he's pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Go on. Sorry, I interrupted you. I was just curious as to how the Yeti was doing. I've always wanted to meet him.
You're fine.
Busy guy.
All I want to say
Yeah,
is
yeah.
their final donation came in just like 2 nights ago. $902 to finish off all the shirts that were sold, and our final total donations are now closed on Zeldathon.net The final raise total for Zeldathon Recovery is $230,077. So we broke 230K. Very good. We did
That's
it.
awesome.
And speaking of which, now that
Huzzah us.
I got confirmation that it works. If you all will direct your attention now to Zeldathon.net/timeline, you will notice that Zeldathon Recovery has been added to our timeline. And if you pull it on open here, let me just get rid of chat right here so you can see it properly.
Bye, chat. Hope you had fun.
Whee!
And you hit revisit, you will now notice the entire Zeldathon Marathon archive is up, except for number 11, Steenus. I'm sure you're fixing that as we speak. But
Who needs number 11?
You can pop
Screw
open
11, right?
any part of it, and
Whoa.
My
It
PayPal
works.
account.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
That is a nice touch.
so we do have the entirety of Zeldathon Recovery available for viewing right now, and it is.
Am I the only game split into 2 parts?
I think yeah.
It's not for
Yeah. Hey,
no,
I
no,
get to watch my race.
Twilight Princess is also in 2 parts.
Is it?
I sometimes forget Snarfy Bobo played a game. Now I got to see him for 2 seconds.
Fair enough. That's cool.
That is pretty neat, and it's very intuitive, very UI friendly, very pretty.
The
Very
website's
nice.
gonna be going up, overgoing like a bunch of almost said U-hauls, a bunch of overhauls.
You heard it here.
Can I tell a story real quick about U-hauls?
I mean, it's your show.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we can't really stop you, so.
Wait,
No.
like the worst thing you do is mute us and then just tell your story anyway, right?
Right.
Exactly.
So we had a very fun accident happen for this marathon.
That's not a good start to the story.
Yeah,
literal
no.
accident.
U-Haul and accident's generally a bad
No,
way to
okay,
start.
okay. So how this happened was I go to order the Zeldathon U-Hauls, both the one to Mars and the one back. U-Hauls are expensive because they have rocket boosters to get in out of Earth and to Mars.
yeah,
obviously.
As
the
we
fuel
know.
cost
Yeah,
alone
sure.
is just as astounding.
Sure, yeah, just absolutely.
And
Go on.
so I'm choosing how big we want the truck, and usually I always choose like the one that's like not the first one, but like the second upgrade. I'm like, all right, let's choose the second upgrade, and I'm like, there we go, that should be good. I saw the size, I'm like, that seems about right, not knowing what size that was that I read on the screen. And so we go and pick up the U-Haul, and this thing is a huge U-Haul, way bigger, like almost double the size of our ones that we've used in the past. And I'm like, Richie, are you okay driving this? He's like, yeah, I should be fine. That's what Richie sounds like. And it was great because we didn't have any trouble packing our Zeldathon stuff this marathon. We had so much extra room in the U-Haul. We're like, everybody who has like luggage or anything, put it in here. Like, it was so easy. We can just
Oh yeah.
pack it up, which was a pleasant surprise, to be honest with you. Who are we waving at right now?
Rosie.
I was waving a hi at Rosie.
Oh, hi, Rosie.
She said she looked for me as a French girl, so she came back over here.
I got you.
Hi, Rosie.
Patreon supporting jet fuel for Zeldathon 17 and 18.
So did you accidentally order NASA's SLS booster system from U-Haul? Is that the problem here? Like,
Yes, Shadow.
We needed a small, like, I don't know, like the space shuttle from the 80s. We didn't need the SLS. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Shadow, your knowledge of space is great, and it suddenly puts into perspective how little I know about space.
Hey, that was I literally looked it up. What is the current rocket for NASA? And it's the SLS.
You Googled it.
Oh,
Coming up.
cheater.
Just Google Foo is strong tonight.
Yes,
So now let's.
I have 3 screens that I can magically look up information with.
Me too.
I
I
have
don't.
4. I got you all owned.
I have 2 more I could add in.
Done.
I don't have any space for it.
I squished everything
One
on
up
one
here.
screen.
Got one back there.
But back by the ape, the scientist.
No, that's just a picture frame, I think.
No, but you
I
could
have
put.
I have 2 in the closet, actually.
Okay, I
2.
gotcha.
One of them kind of works. The other one works. So, the one has an overheating issue. I've had that monitor for years.
Did you say an overeating issue?
Overheating.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
it's
self-conscious
yeah,
about it too. So let's not talk about
We
it.
need to control its diet a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm giving out rupees to everybody in the chat. They're gonna need them where we're going.
Oh
Oh,
dear.
boy.
I don't know if it worked. Oh
Is
no,
it
didn't.
because it's that time?
All right,
Is
let's
it that
go.
time yet?
I'm ready.
We're not quite
ready
ready.
for this.
Oh, baby.
But
Well, let
I
me
have
know when the
2.
time is.
we got to talk about Marathon 18 first, Shadow.
Okay,
We got-
fine.
We got to talk about this
That's,
big marathon that's happening this winter.
In December.
Yeah. Marissa, why don't you talk about what you're looking forward to with this magical Marathon 18?
Doing more Zeldathon.
Doing more Zelda. No, so like you did all the musicals. Do you want to do more of those? Is that going to continue being a thing?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll do another Jam Train hopefully,
Oh, the
and
Jam Train is so good.
Nice.
more music goals.
We got to get. Hopefully Jackson can make a return because he like was
Yes.
so on point this entire marathon, like just busting out the
yeah.
accordion when we needed it.
Shout out to Jackson.
What?
And his Vault 111 onesie.
Oh,
Both of those. He
That onesie
pulled
was
those out a
fantastic.
lot.
you mean the onesie he wore the entire marathon?
Yes, that
Yep.
onesie. Yes.
Catherine in the chat says bring back Clocktown Choir. I think that was in
Yeah,
the
let's do it.
plans for this
We
marathon.
we
wasn't
never
it?
got. I
It
don't
just
think we
never
got
worked
to it.
out.
Yeah.
It needs to have like a definite plan this time, so we'll know when it will be. It'll be good.
Musical director Marissa, will you be handling that?
Absolutely.
All right, put it in the document. We don't have a document
Put it
yet.
in
We'll
the
get it. We'll get a doc and we'll write it down.
Need a document.
Alex, why don't you talk about
Good.
Marathon 18? Because you are no longer playing Ocarina of Time. As those who watched the Hitler video have declared, you are no longer running that game.
Wait, did you say Hitler video?
You haven't
It was
seen
Have
it?
you not
Have
seen
you
this?
not seen it?
I've
It's
not
so
seen the
funny.
Hitler
Oh, hold
It
on.
literally came out like 3 hours after the marathon ended.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was
So
I was at
clever.
work when that happened.
The
No,
only
no,
thing
I
I'm
was streaming when that
disappointed
happened because
The
I
only thing
still
I'm
always
disappointed with the video is they never mentioned my fishing.
No, they did. They did. They did.
Yeah, they did. They did
Did they?
mention your fishing.
But not in the right place.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't. It was. Somebody sent it to me on Twitter, and I was still salty when I got home. And I laid down on the couch and I checked Twitter and I see this link and I open it up and it just instantly made me smile. So
It was so funny.
it made my night better. Like
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now on.
You didn't even get the biggest fish.
Yeah, no, I missed it because literally after Zeldathon ended, I stole all of the viewers and made them watch me play Super Mario Maker. That was my evening immediately afterwards.
there you go.
So right here, I have the video up, and it's when he takes
Let's
off
do
his
it.
glasses. Oh wait, hold on, it's right before this. Hold on, am I too far in? Here.
Oh, it's this
Okay,
kind of
yeah,
Hitler
it-
video.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
Hitler reaction.
Alex. Alex
It
had,
took me a second.
it says Alex lost race and had no chance to catch up. It should be
Right.
just be Alex is fishing. He is trying to catch the biggest fish, and then that's when Hitler is like take off the glasses, all shaky. That is the one improvement I made. I would suggest for this video, but this is like a fan creation for the century right here.
They references back to like Zeldathon 4 and
Imagine how future Zeldathon shows will be like if he keeps bringing this up. Oh, it's so good.
I'm gonna ease for this show. I'm not gonna be too salty.
Okay, we
The salt is there.
all appreciate that.
The salt is there. It's destroying the floor in this studio. The salt's just ruining my floor.
Your periwinkle blue studio.
Is that? No, it's more of a sea.
Foam.
Like I guess it's a sky blue.
A sky blue. Just paint some
Yeah,
clouds.
I'd say it's a sky blue. Is a decent description. Almost like between sky blue and like a light denim.
Alex, talk
Yes.
about Majora and going back. Now it's lightning and
while-
storming out, which is
Yeah, I
scary.
just heard
While
that.
I was doing that, by the way, MC, people are demanding that you post that link in chat if you'd be so kind.
Go
I
to
think
Alex's Twitter. I've already lost it. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That works too, I guess.
I'll tweet it.
Okay,
Alright.
make sure that gets out there somewhere. Yeah, for sure, because I need to see it too.
But talk about Majora, Alex, before you tweet.
At the marathon or like what?
coming
what do you
back
want
to
me
do coming back to do Marathon 18. Is there like anything you want to do with Majora?
If we're doing an all mask run, I'm gonna do it a lot faster, obviously, because I'll actually prepare for the all mask run. If really, I just want to play it without screwing up as much.
Yeah,
I know
I had a lot of things I had to do over, and that made my run so long. Like I should have been done like an hour and a half before I
I
was.
heard you did Anju Cafe twice, but you didn't need to.
No, I did because
He was so angry about it the first time. He had to do it a second time just to show that he could do it perfect.
What
have
happened
to
is
do it
I
twice.
completely forgot to do the milk cart, like escorting the cart into town
Why?
to get that mask.
oh, okay,
I completely
okay.
forgot about it, and so I had to do that whole thing again.
Wait,
and
what
because
mask
I
do you
had
get
to do
from
that-
escorting the milk?
You get the club mask.
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
cow- I don't remember what it's called. But so I had to do that again, and
But you don't have to do anything with Andrew Cafe. You just have to defeat the aliens.
I did because I had to get the letter from. The way it worked out, I had to do the Andrew Cafe quest again, and
Okay.
I don't know if I screwed up timing on something or what, but it sucked.
We'll go to the footage and we'll figure it out, and we're gonna have a much better Majora run next time.
Yes, I'm going to analyze the footage and find out where I screwed up, and then, yeah.
It's great. Okay, so right now I'm hearing the thunder in the real life, and then Alex, because he's in the same town, I hear it through my headphones. It's really weird because there's like a slight Skype delay. Oh, it's really weird.
Twitch cops.
Which cops?
Shadow,
We're good.
What?
you also ran a game at Zeldathon, and it's Triforce Heroes.
Right.
Talk about
It's
what
true.
we're doing for 18.
We're playing Triforce Heroes.
Yes, but we're gonna do it better, right?
Sure. I actually don't. I know we had a conversation about what we plan to change with Triforce Heroes, but I do not actually recall what I'm supposed to be saying about it right now.
The big thing that I know Fauchen mentioned to me was to speed it up just a little bit. We're going to run through the on a blank file.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yep. Yeah. So like, there's a lot of intro stuff and there's a lot of outro stuff that you can only do because like the game is built such that you're not really supposed to like ever finish the game with Triforce Heroes. It's more something you can continuously run over and over again with various people as you play along.
And you're not supposed to do it all in one sitting either.
Absolutely not. So thank you very much for that. But yeah, no. So the idea is that we're gonna have a separate cartridge that's gonna do the very beginning of the game. That will be completely clear. And then once we get through like the beginning story stuff, just for the sake of building up a narrative, we'll come back to the game and we will the person playing it or the person doing the capture and whatnot, probably Lindsay, will have her ultimate crazy file. We'll have all the costumes and we'll just completely wreck shop. And then I don't know, are we gonna have yet another cartridge for the ending?
No, you can trigger the ending anytime, apparently.
You can still re-trigger the ending. Okay.
So basically we just switch out the new file after we do the intro, and then we put in the other cartridge, and then we have all the upgrades. So that way, and all the costumes rather. So that way you can just speed through that, and that'll make it faster. And I'm sure Lindsay and Shadow will, and Fauchen will also probably do some more practice leading up to.
Probably.
Probably.
I'm supposed to screw up a little bit. That's what makes it fun. That's what I've been told.
Alex, what have you done illegal on Twitch?
I swear I haven't done anything wrong.
So before we move on, one thing I did want to mention here, I guess I should mention what I'm looking forward to for Marathon 18 as well. Marathon 18, I'm looking forward to just like, so Recovery, a lot of people had a lot of feedback this marathon. We gave a lot of open areas for people to give feedback, and Zeldathon Recovery was not bad in any sense of the word bad. It was, in fact, I believe, an upgrade from Hope in like almost every way. But because we had this open feedback, we got so much like improvements to make for Marathon 18 that essentially my next 6 months is all like buying new equipment, testing new equipment, like finding new solutions to solve a lot of our problems. And like I put out documents for days, and it's going to be pretty good. But going back a little bit before we move on, I wanted to mention I have an artifact here that I thought people might enjoy. So what we have here is the official secret sound document.
MC. It says do not you're not supposed to show that.
Do not photograph.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to show this. This is do a photograph.
Well, this is the secret sound document that had all the secret sound amounts
so secret for so long
and descriptions on it here. And as during the marathon, we marked them off. And also on the second page, you will be able to see the ones that we added on actual marathon day. We had to like just write in because they were not on the Google Doc beforehand. And we had that many that were added afterwards. And some of them we cannot reach, because, wait, what does it say? We 1 cent glitch. Thanks, Steenus.
Yeah, there's apparently some rounding errors with the donation system sometimes.
We'll
and
fix
well,
it.
not errors, rounding quirks. Let's say that it's a feature, not a
Isn't
bug.
it like a floating point issue or something like that?
Yeah, you should be using doubles. I don't know why you're using doubles. Anyway,
Don't
but yeah,
worry, it's going to be fixed. And it's
we'll
actually
figure it out.
apparently
We got this.
From what I understand, and I could be completely wrong here, so please forgive me if I am. The error was not actually in Kinstone. It was actually in the overlay software. So like where the software where the dungeon notifier where Link pulls up the
Oh,
chest.
that's interesting.
Blame Jiggy's computer.
What? Jiggy's computer?
Wasn't that running the overlay?
No, not at all. Like why are
No, it
we?
was running it on our end. That's right.
Why are we being mean to Jiggy? Also, I have here the list of goals that we should have done during the marathon. I'm now going to
But
read off
didn't.
some of them that we didn't. Did we ever egg
my.
Organic's face?
Did we what his face?
Egg him.
No, I
Well,
don't
we-
think so.
That sounds painful.
We were supposed to egg Organic's face.
That sounds scary.
Why?
Did we have the state capital race between Bushel and Gem?
What?
I don't think so.
They were supposed to like see who can name the most state capitals,
Ah.
or do it faster.
Eh,
We did make Sonic original characters. We did do that. We did that all over the place.
that, yep.
Oh, Jiggy.
Creepily enough.
Did we ever do the canned haggis?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we did.
yes.
Okay,
We did.
okay.
I
I
feel
got
like
really
we brought
worried.
it up enough. It would have been really silly if we hadn't.
Yeah, I got really worried that it was like you didn't, and that I just have a can of canned haggis up in my attic right now.
Whoa,
it's not
wait,
gonna
just-
get any worse, really.
Did we do Mad Libs, Marissa?
No, I'm sorry.
We gotta do Mad Libs. Yeah, Marissa was all about Mad Libs because she did them back at what was it, Relief or Deluxe?
I don't even remember.
There had to have been some at Hope too. I feel like.
I think we did one
I
at
feel like
Hope.
I was gonna say we did at least one at Hope.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring that back. What do we have on the second page? Anything good here? Pie in the face with real pie. That actually became a thing this marathon.
We did that. Yep.
I was
said
so
this is a
sad
list of
when you
things that we
used the
didn't
first
do.
pie. I was so sad when you used the first pie because I was really hungry. And I was like, apple
look
pie
so
sounds
good.
amazing right
He
now.
said-
and then
he said
MC
himself
took it to
that
the
he could-
face.
Yeah. He said himself you could just eat it off the floor. It was probably fine. He washed his
That was
face.
so good.
One, I'm
Yeah.
playing a game, and two,
Eh.
no.
Come on, he washed his face beforehand.
I was so
It's probably-
disappointed
yeah,
with the
but I don't know
pie.
if they washed the floor beforehand. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like-
washed the floor with a torrent of water.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, you
fun.
did. No, you didn't do that, Shadow. Shadow, as you
Deep, wasn't it?
it was your
I was
idea.
It
I
was the kiwi.
Came up with the idea. It was Teep who did the deed.
What? So Shadow, did you when you okay? So for those who don't know, we had an incident during Zeldathon where we dropped a water bottle on a kiwi in an attempt to break it, which we did, but the water bottle bounced off, hit the floor, opened up, and began to flood water onto our stream.
Yeah.
So was it your idea to have him like drop it, or did you say like
No.
smash it?
My thought was he wanted something blunt and large and heavy that he could use to just smush a kiwi, and I was like, okay, one of those water jugs would probably do it. My thought is he would like use like a mace. He'd kind of like set it down like a gavel or something,
Yeah.
and just smash the crap out of it.
No, he dropped
Instead,
it.
he walks up to it, and yeah, it was like he was trying to do a mic drop. It was just
Dropped
like,
it.
oh, and it's like and
It
he
turned
loses
into a funny video.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
they
turned
did the
into a
We
very-
Will
Just
Rock
say-
You remix.
Yeah, that was really
You've been around Teep before. What indicated that he was going to do it like that? That like
Nothing.
how you thought. You know,
I
Teep. You know
guess
that's
I
what he was going to do.
admittedly nothing, but he also followed me in with trying to open up psychologically first. Like we worked that out, and we're like, oh, maybe he's gonna follow along with this, and then no.
Funny enough, when we were talking about the water jugs afterwards, I had to make it very clear to everybody that water jugs are no longer to be used as a prop. Because, because and this all started, the water jugs being used as a prop, back with Richie using the water jug that was empty as a drum for the Wind Waker medley that we did at Relief?
Barrel drum.
at Deluxe.
Deluxe, okay.
Well, the empty ones are safe enough.
yes.
I don't think anybody's gonna get crushed by an empty one. It's the full ones that we got to be watching out for. Next to all of the very expensive electronic equipment.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
okay.
Catherine, do you have a link to that? I have not seen the remix.
The We Will Rock You remix.
Yeah, I've not seen that. I think Jace got it. Or no,
No.
that's the Hitler React video. Yeah.
We should probably move on so we can get through everything.
You're
Yeah.
right. All right, let's move on, everybody. It's time for Tingle's Trivia Time. That's right.
Hey!
So I'm going to give you guys a quick introduction on how this is going to work. Everybody at home, you're going to do something very easy and fun. you're going to answer a question that Shadow's going to read by using a chat command. So are you ready to do that? You should all have at least probably 5 rupees to bet on this. So anyways, Shadow, what is the question tonight on Tingle Trivia?
Okay. The question on Tingle's Trivia Time this evening is, how many unique donors were there during Zeldathon Recovery? Is it A, I don't know.
1,000 to 1,499.
Okay, it's either between 1,490. Wait, what? Say again?
It's on screen
4,000
right now. It's basically.
Oh, okay. There it is. Wow, it is on screen.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
so,
cool.
So they're able to do the command in chat, !bet, then which answer there is, A, B, C, D, or E, and then how much they bet. And
This is why you have 7 scenes.
Wait,
okay.
Hold on. You're actually not able to do that yet because I haven't started the contest. Hold on. Hold on. It should now be started.
Oh, we're good.
There we go. The bets are being placed right now.
Everyone try again.
All right, so we're
Bet.
off and about. So we should talk a little bit. So this marathon, we had a lot less viewers than Zeldathon Hope.
Mhm.
And that's partly because it was Esports Week on Twitch. Did you know it was called Esports Week?
It was,
No.
yes, because I watch Twitch Weekly every Friday night at Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Ooh.
And they let you know
That's
that today that it was indeed that week. Well, actually, no, it wasn't even on that time. It was E3. It was post E3. Everybody was freaking out. But yes, there's also plenty of esports.
Yeah.
But we did have a much higher average donation this marathon. I don't have the number in front of me, but I think Hope we are like a $50-ish average per donor, and this marathon we have like $70 plus, which is an insane amount. So everybody's currently getting in their bets. Let's see, how much time do we have left? We have 2 minutes remaining on this clock. I hope Steenus didn't bet, because I bet Steenus knows the answer.
I should bet rupees too, because I know
Me
it.
too.
Let's see. What is it? Bet Q.
Q is not an answer.
5 rupees. Ah!
Ah.
I always lose with Q.
All right, you know what? I'm going to say screw it. The counter's too long, so I think we're just going to go for it right now.
We're going for it.
And here comes the winner. Let me make sure I have the right number here. All right, cool. And bam! And the winner has been selected. How many did we have during Zeldathon Recovery, Shadow?
See. Oh, I thought you were just say we had 40 winners who split the rupees, by the way, in the thing. We had negative 2,936.
That's a
We had
dash. That's a dash,
2,930.
Shadow.
It's a dash. I see the dash now. Yes, no, 2,936 unique donors during Zeldathon Recovery. So thank you very much to all of you for doing that. That is pretty
That
crazy.
is more than 3 people.
And let me see how many. We got 665 rupees distributed out here. Let's see who the biggest winner was. The 2 largest winners bet 50 each and won 98 rupees. So there you go.
Nice.
Very cool.
They don't do anything yet, though.
They don't, but maybe one day they will.
Poor Jiggy.
So on that note, we're going to move on to our discussion about video games. It's a familiar segment to all of you. Some of you.
Oh,
Again, I've never seen this, so you know.
Yeah, don't worry. This is a new segment. It's called Oh Nintendo. But it's actually
It's because it's new for this, but old for something else, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's from the temporary podcast. Where,
Something you also recorded
old-
live streamed
that old
instead.
thing.
Yeah, it was a project, but it no longer exists.
Oh, until today, when it is reborn as this now.
It was all a ruse.
All a ruse to begin with.
So
So what is this? Oh no, Nintendo, Sir SuperMCGamer.
basically, we're going to talk about some video game stuff. It's going to be pretty crazy. The first thing we want to talk about is something that we never really covered really well on the Zeldathon show before Zeldathon.
Except during Zeldathon.
Yeah, well, I mean, because we were so busy, we had so many things going on.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
get you.
Breath of the Wild,
Makes sense.
Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I kind of want to talk about your initial impressions about the game. So why don't we start with Marissa?
Okay. I'm really excited for how large the map is. I've been seeing a lot of speculation about looking at the full map that you could see from the demo, and the amount of space that the demo took, it was just like insane. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to add in terms of like characters and towns in the future, because we didn't get to really see a lot of that from the demo.
Mm.
So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Shadow, your thoughts?
That was
So, yes.
You can light things on fire.
That made my headphones like.
So
vibrate.
it was great. You know, I loved what they showed. I think that I am cautiously optimistic about it because Nintendo. This is kind of a Nintendo, like as a proprietary developer, or like their own in-house sort of stuff. This is their first time working on an open world game. And so my concern is that they could potentially fall into these same sort of pitfalls that other people who are like, hey, we could do that open world thing too, where they have like a gigantic, beautiful world, but it's not filled with enough stuff to like to legitimize having that giant of a world.
Yeah.
I know that all too well as somebody who plays like BioWare games and things like that, where there's just like all this expansive space, but there's really nothing to be done about it. And
Xenoblade,
so,
though, the people that are working on Xenoblade are working on it.
they're working on the models for the characters.
Oh, really? Is that what?
It's a mistranslation. They said someone mentioned, I think, in an interview that there are like hundreds of developers working on it, or like over 100 developers, and they're like, oh yeah, so they got 100 developers from the Xenoblade game. No, 100 developers inside Nintendo are working on the game. And some people from Xenoblade are working on the character models for it.
On the character
it's like-
models, you'd think they'd be bringing them in because like their thing is giant worlds.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of weird.
You would
That's
think.
Nah, we don't need their help. We got this.
And so, being Nintendo, they'll probably knock it out of the park because they're crazy like that. And they're like, hey, that looked fun. Let's try it ourselves. And but I guess that's my biggest kind of where the cautious of optimistic comes into there.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise it looks cool. I don't know. I will reserve judgment until we see more.
Good. Alex, your thoughts and things?
I'm like Shadow said, I'm cautiously optimistic about it. It looks great so far. The demo looked awesome. There's a lot of things they're adding into it that are not in any other Zelda game, such as the the whole survival system where there's no hearts you can pick up. It's food you have to consume, and the whole thing just looks beautiful. And there's a lot of secrets to the game that I'm looking forward to learning about, and a lot of people have ideas, have theories and everything that I'm looking forward to seeing if they're right, and if they are, awesome. If they're not, awesome. So I mean
like the world
I'm looking
is
forward to it.
like amazing. Like so, with me when I first saw it and like in action, my first reaction to it was honestly a bit of skepticism. I was like, hey, this looks great. This looks like a huge world and looks absolutely fun. And I have some footage right now of the game being shown on screen. It looks awesome and everything, but
You were the person who stole the game data.
no.
The demo on the air for Zeldathon show.
Call the Twitch cops.
No, this is footage. This is footage.
Zeldathon Recovery. Why'd you do that? We could have played it together.
No, but I think that honestly, like, I was like, oh, cool, an open world game. That's really great. I think Nintendo's going to do some great things with this. And it looks and feels like Hyrule, but I was like, there's one thing that I'm like really scared of, which is dungeons. So to me, The Legend of Zelda at its core is like dungeons. And so I was like really scared when I first saw the game. I was like, look at this beautiful world. It's Hyrule. It's really Hyrule. But is it a Zelda game? And then they started taking us into the shrines where you have like the puzzle elements and stuff.
Yeah.
And when they first got into it, like it was a moment of validation I had when they got into the shrine and I heard like the music and like it was like ding 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 ding, and I was like, it's a Zelda dungeon. It feels like Zelda now. Like as long as they knew to keep that going is gonna be like it's going to be a Zelda game in the end. Like they are gonna have actual dungeons with the shrines too. They've said.
Right.
And there's going to be towns with characters, so that's another big complaint that a lot of people have. Like, well, where's all the other people in this world? They didn't want to showcase that for this game.
Makes sense.
Right.
Copper Dragon. I'm not sure. Am I detecting sarcasm in there in chat? I'm so happy this anime bar's back. so happy. I mean, it makes perfect sense
I
for
mean,
the
the
content
stamina
of it.
bar. I thought I was scared of it too at first, but I don't know.
I didn't
I think it
mind
makes I think it makes sense with the context of this game. Maybe not necessarily a Skyward Sword, but this one it does make sense because they allow you to climb all over this stuff, and if they don't want you getting too high when climbing, otherwise that kind of breaks the game.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you
that
can
makes
get
sense.
buffs. You can get buffs for your stamina in the game. You can have like stamina,
Well,
like food that gives you like better stamina for your food, well, for your bar by eating food, and you can
Right.
also permanently upgrade your stamina apparently with some sort of upgrades.
That's
Your
cool.
food
So there'll
also
be like
has its own stamina bar.
Yes,
there'll
you.
be places that are cut off from you until you can get the stamina to reach those places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's I don't know if they would do that because I don't know if they would want to like make you run out your stamina just to get to a certain area. And technically, with stamina boosting foods, you could like bypass that. But who knows?
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Who knows?
One of my favorite things that are in it so far is just the fact that you can take a giant boulder and just crush a tiny enemy.
Oh yeah.
Just be like, just rah, poof, he's done.
Just pick it up and just throw it somewhere else. I love like inside like the trailer they have like they had a rock on a hill that Nintendo has placed there perfectly in front, like with an enemy camp at like lower. It's like Nintendo knew what they were doing. They're like, we're putting
They
this
knew.
rock here so you can
Of course
push
they
it.
did.
Like it's actually really morbid when you think of it. That Nintendo's only purpose
I
of
was
putting this
I was
rock
thinking,
was to
like,
kill.
They set
That
them
is,
up.
that is kind of dark for Nintendo, is it not?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they've done dark things in the past, but like, we have put this boulder here so you can end lives as fast as humanly possible in a very brutal and rockish way.
Yeah.
Fauchin is bringing up how the durability system. So like on your weapons, the weapons will break over time, and so
Oh,
Fauchin's
yeah.
worried that it will not be a good thing for the game. The thing that I think the counterpoint
Feels
to
like
that,
a big jump.
yeah, the counterpoint to that I believe is that from what we saw on the Great Plateau, like the demo, weapons and like bows are everywhere. Like in every like 40-minute like demo I saw, like they had picked up like 7 bows,
Yeah.
and each bow lasted several fights, at least like 2-3 fights individually. So
The inventory was pretty small from what we saw.
I'm sure there'll be upgrades for that, like in Skyward Sword you get more
Oh,
satchels.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, what I want, actually, what I really want out of this is I want a Dead Rising-esque system where you could just pick up anything from the world and just smash people with it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Oh,
If it's even remotely weapon-like, you just pick it up. Hey, look, a rock. Let's just go.
Yeah, it
look
seems
at
about
a
right.
hand.
I mean, you can already
Yeah,
you can,
somebody's
Bokoblin, the Bokoblin arm, yeah.
Yeah, the macabre. Yeah, that's what they were crushing with the rocks.
That's what they're
Big,
trying.
giant boulder.
It's actually
Oh, look
Dead
at that.
Rising Hyrule Edition. I'm fine with this. I'm okay with this.
I really miss playing Dead Rising. I need to get back into it.
One thing
You will be able to when Breath of the Wilds comes out.
I
there
want
we
to
go.
bring this up. So we're talking about like a little bit like what's missing from the game, and so I have a checklist that I have yelled and screamed about on the Zeldathon show in the past about how what does the new Zelda game need for it to be like a good game to me? Hyrule, check, we got
Yes.
it. We need to have the Master Sword. We saw it, check, it's in the
Check.
game. We need to have Ganon. And he's in it, Calamity Ganon. It's gonna be
Check.
awesome.
Check.
We're sold.
So, but,
Does it have the King of Red Boats?
well, we're actually missing the 4th
That
item
is-
for my checklist.
What's that?
The
The-
Triforce.
The Triforce, exactly.
It's true. It wasn't in there, was it?
Where's the Triforce? I've not seen any triple triangles going on in that game at all yet.
Has
And
been replaced with a Sheikah tablet.
well, it's really scary. So Nintendo
got a
has been doing
smartphone.
this thing where,
Yep.
with Skyward Sword, they didn't really use the names Din, Nehru, and Ferori, the Golden Goddesses, at all. They switched to like, hey, let's talk about Hylia. And in this game, it seems to be the same thing where Hylia is like the goddess that everybody praise and like praises and praise to. Okay.
Nintendo is getting tired of your polytheistic rumors and whatnot. They want to move to
just have
one god.
Like
To
I'm
rule them
worried.
all.
We better have the Triforce in this game. Like what makes me worry is apparently because you can defeat the boss semi-early. Apparently you do have to do some like dungeon elements. What if like the Triforce is irrelevant to the actual story overall? Because usually you need the Triforce in some manner in a game to like defeat the final boss, or you've discovered it after the final boss. So like, I'm scared that the Triforce is just going to be absent from this Zelda game, which I don't know. It would be like the
I
one
doubt
thing that
it.
would make this game like not feel Zelda-ish to me. Like it already feels so good, but I'm scared. I'm scared.
I think we'll definitely see it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned that they the only place they saw it was on the bridge. I don't know what bridge the Dark is talking about.
Yeah, there was a bridge, kind of like Bridge of Elden, but it isn't the Bridge of Elden apparently.
Nintendo pays pretty handsomely to maintain the trademark on the triple triangle. I'm pretty
No,
sure
there is no
that it's going to be in there.
There is no trademark. I've looked it up. They don't have governance over the triangles.
Probably actually did, yeah.
Yeah,
because that's kind of thing.
It makes me upset too, because you contact Teespring. It's like, I want to use triangles on my artwork, and they're like, no, you can't do those triangles. And that's a Nintendo sign. It's like, no, it's not.
No, it ain't.
Read the internet. It doesn't exist. But no, Marissa, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. I didn't have anything to say.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, the Triforce has no trademark.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Are we ready for you to speak of? Oh wait, sorry, I'm going down the list. So we've done initial impressions for sure. You're
going meta on us, Shadow.
I know, but I want to lead up to this. Are you ready to really give us a true lesson on where you think this might take place? When this might take place?
In the timeline.
I want to hear where you think this takes place. Yeah.
Okay, so I've had this question directed at me all the time. It doesn't actually stop.
Never.
And it's funny to me.
We're gonna get the final word right here. Final answer, ready to go.
The answer is we don't know, and any evidence we have, it does not give it any strong leniency towards anywhere in the timeline. Like,
call yourself a Hyrule historian.
The only place we know it probably can't go is before Skyward Sword, because
true.
The beginning.
Yeah, Ganon already exists, so it's after Ganon, which means it's
right.
probably post Ocarina of Time, which means we have 3 timelines it could go in. We have Korok, so people are like, it's the adult timeline where the Wind Waker is. We have post Twilight Princess, because they mentioned a developer or a Nintendo employee said, oh, it's after Twilight Princess, casually. But do we know that they know, actually? Like, it was a Treehouse employee. Like, were they doing translation on the game? Were they just a promoter? Like, do they actually know for sure?
Maybe they completely forgot Skyward Sword happened in A Link Between Worlds. They're like, yeah, it's the next game after it's after Twilight Princess, because Twilight Princess came back in the mid-aughts.
Or it could be inside the Decline timeline where Link died, and that supports it because, hey, it's a ruined world, so maybe maybe.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. The evidence
I
we
like
have.
Chaco's theory.
What was Chaco's theory?
That it's the timeline splits again at Wind Waker, and this is the hero is defeated at Wind Waker.
Oh, so
well, Hyrule is brought back.
Rather, how about this? Instead of the hero defeated, it's the king takes a nap and he doesn't like make his wish on the Triforce at the end of the game. So he doesn't get there in time. He's like still climbing Ganon's tower.
Either that or he was trying to play it out because it was a very dramatic moment at the end of Wind Waker when he reaches out right before Ganon gets there. What if he was trying to be too dramatic and he missed? Like he missed it by like a half second. Ganon got there before he did. It would just ruined everything. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, that's a possibility, an unlikely possibility.
Interesting concept.
Yep. All the best theories here at the Zeldathon show.
And that's why, in my opinion, the timeline placement of this game is we don't know, and the fact that I see people arguing about it on the internet already is like, y'all need to calm down. As somebody who like
none of you know
haven't
anything.
Played it yet.
I'm so crazy about Zelda timeline theories, and I love theorizing, but it becomes unfun when people are like, no, it can't be that. Like, well, the one thing I learned early on when I was doing Hyrule Academy, where I talk about theories and stuff, is somebody called me out. They sent me a message saying, I got really discouraged listening to your show because there was times you would say that theory is wrong or that theory is incorrect, and that makes me not want to participate. And so since then, I've made a conscious effort to go forward and say, like, even on the most bizarre theories, that the one kid in Kakariko Village is the love child between Telma and Renato, the shaman guy. Even when I hear that, I will play it up and I will say, you know what? That's hysterical, and it is very possible. Probably
it's
not
canon already. We declared it.
Yeah, it's on our canon. It's in our own world.
Yeah.
So
OTP.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be open minded, and so if you can theorize all you want about Breath of the Wild, But just remember, at the end of the day, you should never say, no, that's incorrect. You should say, that could be it. That could be possible.
Because
it's
brings
just-
up something.
it's just
said
a
something
theory.
in chat. Yeah, have you seen the salt from a sea in Breath of the Wild? Like, apparently it was a mention at some point.
Yes, they do
There's
mention
sea
that.
salt. Yeah, so that.
Yeah, no, there was actually a Kotaku article about it, like a day after they had their big to do at
Yeah.
E3, and that was one of the things they mentioned because people were trying to, people are going crazy trying to fit
Basement
it on
after Wind Waker, yeah.
Yep,
That-
it would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense in a sense.
I'm personally in the camp that I
see.
want it to be after the Wind Waker sometime, but that's just me. That's where I want it, not where I think it is. So
Yeah, okay, Mr. Wind Waker fan, man.
I love the Wind Waker. Oh.
This could be after
know.
Wind Waker, before Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, there you go.
Make
Phantom Hourglass was
it after
just
Spirit
after
Tracks.
Spirit Tracks.
There's a common image, and I wish I
Yeah.
had it. If somebody could give me the link, I can show it on screen. It's a comic of essentially Link touching the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, and like Ganondorf from the Wind Waker just like comes out from under it, like with it still in his head. He's just like, "Ah!" and,
Oh my god.
and that's what I want to happen.
Your
That's how you
webcam
release it.
just froze when you made that face.
Oh,
So you were stuck with for like a second and a half.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
anyways,
great.
we should move on. So
Yes.
We should.
Miyamoto has been talking about the NX, and so he says, in terms of NX, there's an idea that we're working on. That's why we can't share anything at this point. I don't want to comment on other companies. If it was just a matter of quickly following advancements in technology, things would be coming out a lot quicker. So what this is kind of,
Smell-o-vision.
yeah, it's kind of like they're doing something different, and they
Looking
don't
for
want to talk about
smell-o-vision.
NX yet because they don't want it to be like revealed. They don't want like another company to steal it, which is so weird. But it's
Right,
something
because
that's
it's
happening
really hard to
fast.
build. It's really hard to build up the cartridges they have to put in for the various smells. I get it. Yeah.
Well, they were talking about it's going to be a cartridge-based system. Oh, good. Hold
See?
on. Captain Trina's got
See?
it.
Yeah, they did.
Each cartridge is going to come up with a limited time. Oh, see, that's how they're going to make you buy new copies of the
Smell-o-vision.
game because it'll have various cartridges that'll only last for your particular playthrough. And then as soon as you're done, you have to buy a new copy of the game in order to have more smell cartridges.
So Trina just posted the link.
Yeah, I got it up on screen right now. Take a look at that. That's
glorious.
that is the best image. I'm so happy it exists. My favorite thing is that
Yes.
Link is still wearing his boxers in it, like they didn't bother. Because of course that's how you have to play the game. I know at Zeldathon we're definitely going to the deluxe goal for that game is the.
Are you allowed to play it any other way? I'm pretty sure that's the only way you're allowed to play the game.
We got to have the.
From what I
But
saw.
every time you kick the chest, you'll break your toes.
Yeah.
Worth it.
So yeah, no, the NX it has some sort of technology in it. Do we have any thoughts, Marissa, on like them like holding out the details like this? It's really weird.
I have no idea.
It's
Virtual
a
reality.
cartridge system.
That's all I got.
Well,
Smell-based cartridges.
virtual reality. So Miyamoto had something else related to virtual reality. Alex, do you want to be Miyamoto and read that comment?
Yes.
What did Miyamoto say about virtual reality?
Miyamoto says, we're also researching VR, so we have the core technology. Long play sessions are an issue. We want to release something that can be played for long periods, that carries value, and is affordable. We want parents to feel at ease.
Oh, so not VR.
Long
Too.
periods,
I get that.
value,
Budget VR,
and
so it's
affordable.
going to be a Google Cardboard.
As a proud owner of an Oculus Rift that I can't play for more than 20 minutes at a go. Yeah, it doesn't sound like any of those things.
It's going to be a
VR.
Google Cardboard,
That's scary.
obviously.
Yeah.
If it's budget friendly, it's Google Cardboard or like the Samsung V Gear VR or whatever you want to call it.
B Gear
Well,
R.
If they
Whatever.
know that
I have a
long play
Google
sessions are
Cardboard.
an
I paid
issue-
$3 for it on eBay.
Okay, Marissa, I'm.
If they know that long play sessions are an issue, they must be experimenting with it.
Oh yeah, they say we have the core technology, so they're probably
Right.
doing stuff with VR. Like Nintendo's R&D department's probably always cooking.
It probably means Miyamoto's puked once or twice experiencing Nintendo VR.
Oh, that's such a
That's-
sad sight.
It is, but he's like, for the technology. And you'll keep moving, and, people are like, Miyamoto, you gotta stop, it's too much, you've been into it for too long. And he's like, no, I must, for the children.
You know, inside Nintendo R&D, they probably have like a 6-foot-long Wii remote, like just like a really big stick that they can use like on a walking stick, like ski poles. And they're like, this is the new thing, skiing technology.
This just in, it's Virtual Boy 2.0.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Guess what, guys? It's back. You
Well,
loved it the
imagine-
first time.
Imagine if they did do that, like, and so imagine if they did like a Virtual Boy type of thing where it like wasn't the technology that we know for VR today. Like it was something like, you know, red screen type of thing, like more like LED style or LED technology type of stuff.
Ew.
It was one guy
Ew.
locked in a room after the failure of Virtual Boy. Nintendo said, you have to come up with a better version of this. And so he's been locked in there for the past 2 decades trying to figure out how to improve VR. It'll be amazing to find out what he has because he's been culturally isolated from the rest of the world.
Right now he looks like
Oculus Rift.
Yeah. Right now he looks like Master Roshi.
Yeah.
But no,
they
like,
occasionally shoved like a burger under his door on just to make sure he was still alive.
but they kept the price of it down. Like they could create like a cheap VR style thing. The problem is, would it be good? Probably not.
It
like,
has to be good.
Yeah, you don't want to release like in the world of VR right now, where it's like really competitive. Nintendo doesn't want to come out there with something that's like, "Hey, look at this $100 device you can get for your Wii U," and it like I don't know, blasts some colors in your face while you play, while you can like see through it, like Google Glass style thing. Like,
Sure.
you don't want to do
we know
that.
we know that Breath of the
VirtualBox
Wild is going to be
Advanced
on the
SP.
NX.
Yeah,
So it's easier to imagine like what kinds of gimmicks, I guess, would work with that game.
yeah.
Smell.
They're probably not going to be adding like a lot of weird stuff to the NX. I don't think. But like, there's apparently going to be something for the NX, and a lot of people are saying it's going to be VR. But at the same time, Miyamoto's like, "Oh, we're researching
Maybe.
VR." So you know, it could just be Miyamoto playing coy and be like, "Oh yeah, VR. That sounds like something that we could do." But I don't know.
What he's actually saying is like, yeah, that's something we will do if the other people do okay with it, and the entire economy for it doesn't collapse in the next 6 months.
Yeah, because right now VR is at its peak right now, but it could very much be literally a peak where it just declines right after this.
Nintendo's R&D with regards to VR right now may be one person intently watching like 5 monitors, just seeing what's going on with Oculus, HTC/Valve, Sony, and Microsoft all at the same time.
Right.
But we'll see. You never know.
Nin Smeldo.
Nintendo likes going for those innovative, different ideas, and even though VR is becoming a little bit more mainstream, it's still pretty darn different.
Why don't we move on?
Yeah.
Since
We got less than an hour left.
So, we're talking about Pokemon Go, which we had released this month written in this document 2 days ago.
Yup.
But as it turns out, right as we were preparing for the show, check it out. The game is out now, and we're going to choose our starter Pokemon, apparently. Well, you guys already are through
we
there?
are.
So I'm going to
Here I
talk.
am.
I restarted my game.
Yeah, here's me.
I'm talking
Who
to
am I
Professor
going to
Willow.
catch? Who should I catch?
Oh, I know who I'm getting.
I think I'm
Remember
going to go
to be
with
alert at all
Squirtle.
times. Stay aware of your surroundings.
So I get to choose my style, and I have 2
As
people
I
who look really
rotate,
jerky.
apparently I'm walking down the street now. Okay.
Oh, well, you can customize your character. Blue hair, come on.
Yeah,
We're
there's
in!
not much.
We're in!
There's
Squirtle.
not much you can customize.
I
There's
don't
a
care
Squirtle
anymore.
on my computer right now. How
How do I catch a Pokemon?
Who?
My game seems
I
to be
missed it.
eternally loading.
I don't care.
I
We have
missed
blue
it
hair.
again.
This is great.
It says if you're not careful, you'll walk into the gaping maw of a Gyarados and you will die. That's
Well
what it's
then.
telling me right now.
That's pretty dark.
There's a Pokemon
how do-
to buy us Pokeballs.
How do I catch a Pokemon?
I got it.
How do you?
I don't know how to catch the Pokemon.
You damaged the Pokemon first.
Actually,
There, you
I think
see
it-
Well, I don't know. Like I'm sitting here looking at the Pokemon. I don't know what to do now.
My game froze.
Catch a Pokemon.
You throw a Pokeball
I'm
at
Catch
it.
clicking on them and nothing is happening.
Let's try
I'm
again.
going for them Bulbasaurs. Camera on. Oh yeah.
I'm just-
He's whipping me.
I'm just customizing
Jeez,
my
Bulbasaur,
character.
Stop. What are you doing, Bulbasaur? Stop.
I
hitting them.
literally don't know what to do now.
I'm throwing. Oh, I'm really bad at throwing Pokeballs. There we go. I caught myself a Bulbasaur. Yeah. The correct choice for the starter
I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
Fight me about it.
Oh, it's loading now.
Like I'm trying to I click on the Pokemon, nothing happens.
I gained 600 XP for catching Bulbasaur. Now I must
My
pay
game froze
$2
at
for
that.
shipping.
My character has a nice butt. I'm just doing character
Come on.
customization right now. I don't want to play the game yet. This is great. I'm having a great time right now.
My phone has literally frozen.
What is this,
They're still loading.
Nintendo?
Well, welcome to the live playtest of
My
Pokemon
phone
Go.
I
knows-
think they've
it's-
got some
oh,
bugs
there we
to
go.
work out.
The stats of my Bulbasaur are written in kilograms and
Yeah, my
meters.
GPS
What
is turned on.
non-American nonsense is this?
What are meters?
What is this communist metric system stuff? I don't know. I don't know about this.
I'm sorry, the wrong camera.
I don't understand about this.
I tried to catch a Squirtle. I hope it worked because I will never know.
So my game is broke. It's just showing me and not allowing me to continue. It's just my character.
Yeah, I had that issue too.
For 25 Bulbasaur candy, I could evolve Bulbasaur. But I don't have enough Bulbasaur candy. How much money for Bulbasaur candy? $300. No.
I was like, are you kidding?
Congratulations, you got your first Pokemon.
Well
what
done,
should
Shadow.
be my name? Nubbletos.
How come Shadow's the only one that was able to get it to work?
Because he has the most advanced technology phone in the world. Well,
Indeed.
Right.
The Nexus 6P.
You're right.
Are you sure you want to be
Agreed.
called Nubbletos? What are you saying something about my name, Nintendo? What are you doing? Nubbletos it is.
Loading.
yeah. Are you seeing the Gyarados as well? Look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's what I got.
well,
They're warning you, if you don't look ahead while you're using your phone, you'll be eaten by a giant sea monster. That is what they're saying.
Well then.
Is it not? It's terrifying.
so
This is supposed
I don't
for
wanna do this
kids?
I guess I have to start again. But anyways, so Pokemon Go is now out, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Out.
I was talking to Max, Fake Arctic Light. I was saying that we should totally go on a Pokemon safari this weekend because I'm going to visit him. I was like, let's get in the car, let's go somewhere and catch some Pokemon. Bring an extra battery, and we'll get to play for a solid 2 hours at most, probably because of how battery draining this game is apparently.
Yup.
But I'd be down.
Catching a Squirtle again.
Yeah, I've given up for now. But no,
I
I'm
caught my
excited.
Bulbasaur, and I will never open it again.
So
Except
Shadow,
to check on my Bulbasaur on occasion.
everybody's excited.
Wait, what is this? Yes.
Alex, how goes your life?
I still don't know how to catch this freaking Pokemon.
You throw the
Like a
Pokeball at it.
ball at it.
I don't
Yeah.
have I don't know how to. I'm literally looking at this.
Oh, you got to click on one of them.
I did, and nothing happened.
Face one of them. Fight one of them.
I think
Punch
your phone
one
is
of
bad.
No, my phone is fine.
Oh, we tried.
We tried.
I got my Bulbasaur. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Now I
Maybe
can play this all the time.
But anyways, folks, please enjoy
There
Pokemon
you go.
Go.
You got it.
So now we're gonna move on to something different while Alex tries to figure out his phone. So we have a special little video for you. We're gonna talk over it here. So what we have here
Good
coming
luck.
up for you is a time lapse of setting up Zeldathon. We have one of these for the first time this marathon. So I'm gonna start the video here so we can talk over it. But as you can see, the room starts completely empty because I started like right after we got to the hotel, and it's just like a big empty room where we just fill it with monitors and stuff. So, Marissa, were you there on setup day? I
was in the evening. Everything was basically all set up by the time I got there.
Oh, and Shadow wasn't there. Alex, you weren't there either.
Did you bring on an entire set of people for a video about setup where none of us were at setup?
Yeah,
This is very cool.
Yep.
but it's really cool
Oh,
to
dear.
see. Like, just to,
It's a very. I love time lapses. They're fun to watch.
the best part is you can see when I'm setting up the consoles because I sit on the floor like right behind the big TV, and
I feel like you sat
Look
down
all
there as
those
like,
boxes.
this will be my life for the next 2 hours.
it's true. That's pretty much what it was. I sat there and hooked up
Yep.
consoles into the Matrix. Eventually, by the way, shout out to TB for getting all the boxes put together.
I saw him
Oh,
looking
here we
at that
go.
for a bit there.
The lighting changed on my screen right here. So when we got the lights, that's when the room starts to really look like Zeldathon. The best part is we have two problems on setup day. One, we didn't know how to hang the banner, the Zeldathon Recovery banner. So you'll see that go up like at the end of the day. And we also had a bunch of props that eventually a bunch of people were just talking in a circle, and I yelled at them. I was like, put the props on the table. So when you see that happen, it's a pretty good moment.
Did it just happen to you?
What's that?
What?
Like, did you just see it on your end?
No, I think it's about to happen because I see a big group
Okay.
talking. Yep, there they go. They have distributed the items.
Indeed.
Like, setup day is stressful, mostly because, like,
Oh yeah.
we have a limited time till the marathon, and it's, like, less than, like, 24 hours at that point. And so we're like,
It's go time.
and it's like, if something goes wrong, we're not screwed entirely. There are places we can go to buy, like, equipment, but it feels like we're screwed if something goes wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we're on Mars. It's not like we're on Jupiter.
Yeah.
There's the local Martian Best Buy. It's fine.
Say, the day on Mars is 24 and a half hours.
Yeah, we have that extra. We have an extra half hour just in case.
Yeah.
Be great.
To commute to the
I
Mars
wish.
Best Buy. I'd say the Radio Shack, but those don't exist.
They do on Mercury, but we don't talk about that one anymore.
Yeah, no, Mercury's a silly place.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw the lights go up for Catherine's photo booth. They like turn on. They're like so like huge, like bright in my time lapse camera. Luckily, they stay off for like the rest of it. And you see Jackson already wearing his onesie and playing the accordion, even on set.
And then he didn't take it off for the next week.
Actually, currently in this season, a day on Mars is 24 hours and 40 minutes long.
So we
it's
got
a
an extra
little
10
off.
minutes even
Yeah,
more.
Extra
yeah.
10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little off.
And as everybody knows how time works, on Earth they saw 24 hours, but for us, we actually got 40 minutes where time froze on Earth, and we were allowed to use that to kind of like go get some lunch and then reset the stream.
Oh, I can see
and
Zach
See,
continue
the
to
thing
think
about
it.
that is lunch is time is an illusion and lunchtime is doubly so. Like
Indeed, of course.
I saw very briefly Zach passed out on the floor. Like there was a big discussion, and he like fell asleep during it, and then he was just like left on the floor in the middle of challenge cam, just like sleeping. Oh, by the way, we're now on marathon day. I cut out a little bit of the time lapse, which was virtually nothing for like 6 hours while everybody was sleeping.
Because everybody wanted to be bright and cheery, bright and bushy-tailed for the beginning marathon, right?
Yeah, and that's the problem because then everybody was asleep during the first night, and so we're making sure that next time if we see people we send people to bed early, like go sleep. But I don't wanna. Doesn't matter. Go sleep. We're coming up on the team meeting before the marathon right now, where you can see me and Liz yell and scream at people for an extended period of time. Then we take a photo at the very end of it. Oh, and then
you'll see me come in very quickly.
yeah, you're in here, and then we change camera angles for the actual start of the marathon. And you can actually see when like the couch dance party lights flash at the beginning of the marathon, and then we're going. At this point, you'll eventually see me get pied, and that's gonna be the end of the video. Which it's a
Cool.
It is a crazy thing. So this time lapse is gonna go live right now. I believe Steenis is at the control station. He's gonna push this live, so you can go frame by frame and see every frame of the crazy action that was the setup of Zeldathon Recovery.
Now with that, we did do time lapse of the entire marathon, right? Or did
yes,
we not?
we have time lapse the entire marathon. I don't know if we're gonna release that
So
because it's so long,
But we'll probably see that in bits and pieces in future trailers and things, right? One would imagine, perhaps.
yeah. In fact, it was actually used during the intro to the Zeldathon show. The I'm following back to you, and then so.
Oh yeah, the thing I didn't see. 'Cause
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot to turn on your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's a
Cool.
little portion of that. Also, shout outs to Steve from Direct Relief in the chat, my friend.
Oh yes, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Surf Imp. How's it going?
Kiss the duck. If you guys didn't see, when he got back to Direct Relief, they had like a plush duck on his
They
desk.
gave
for
duck.
him.
It was
I
I didn't get
adorable.
to
I hope
kiss
he
the
kissed
duck.
him.
I'm sad.
You didn't kiss
I
the
didn't-
duck?
You
I didn't get a chance to.
Why
I
didn't you
wasn't
kiss
there
the
when
duck?
it happened.
do you not have the ducks right now at Head House?
They are here.
Yes.
We will remedy this soon.
We'll have to bring.
Can we remedy it now?
No.
Run.
Oh.
It'll take me like 15 minutes to run there. I'm not running.
No, not this time. Not
Anyways,
this time, I see.
why don't
Started.
we move along? We have lots of questions from you folks. We are going to probably
Good,
go
ton of
until
questions.
10:45 p.m. So since we have so many stuff to cover, so hope you're all down for that. Alex, why don't you
Scoff.
start reading us some questions off?
Yeah, sure. The first question is from Karzan, and yes, I'm going to be visiting my sister in Sheets country this weekend.
Oh.
What is one thing you would recommend I get from Sheets?
Frozen hot chocolate.
The frozen hot chocolates are good, but they have $2 milkshakes in any size going on right
$2
now.
Yeah, it
milkshakes
is
are
true.
so
That's-
good.
I would
Get the
recommend that
appetizer salad.
over
I mean,
the frozen hot chocolate.
That's cool for like pricing and whatnot, but this is like their one time to shine. What should they
The
get?
milkshakes are so good, though.
They are good, and I had one this particular marathon. It was wonderful, but frozen hot chocolate.
I have to say, if there's their only
it's
time
a
going to
unique
Sheets,
world on its own.
the frozen hot chocolate is more unique to Sheets.
It's what I'm saying.
But Alex
yeah.
said the app platter, which I recommend as well. You get
That's
some
good,
Wisconsin cheese bites, some fried pickle chips.
Mac and cheese bites.
No,
What do
screw,
Wisconsin-
screw those. screw those. And some onion rings. Onion rings are really good from sheets.
Yeah, pretty good.
I think-
I
Somebody
prefer the cheese
someone put in my
sticks
chicken
over
sandwich.
That's just me.
But I'd say also just see what you want. The magic of sheets is anything you want is at your fingertips on the little touch screen.
Truth.
Literally, because you don't have to interact with anyone. You could just type it into the screen and then just wait for your order to appear.
Yep.
You don't have to do any sort of social interaction.
It's great.
Except for paying.
You just kind of like you could pay somebody to put your credit card in for you.
Valor6 asks, what class from an MMO would you be in real life?
NPC.
Like, what would you be more like in real life?
Human NPC killed in one hit by any enemy.
Wow.
Pandaren Hunter, because I don't know, screw you, I guess.
You want to be
Is
a
Archer
Rogue.
the class?
What's that? Archer?
What's that?
Archer?
Yeah, like a hunter.
Archer's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
Yeah, like a
right.
hunter. Yeah, why not?
Night Elf Rogue,
Long range,
because-
you don't have to get hurt.
Alex, you say you're Night Elf Rogue. When have you ever been sneaky in your life?
Oh, I
Ooh.
in high school I scared the crap out of Tilly. I remember that.
Oh
I
yeah.
was wearing flip flops, and she was on the other end of the big long hallway, headed to theater. And I was wearing flip flops, and I kept them on, and I sprinted from one end to the other. It scared the crap out of her. She had no idea it was there, and there was no one else in the hall.
But how
She
you're
didn't
wearing
have
flip flops?
headphones in.
Don't you hear the
Nope.
of wearing flip flops?
The slight. I'm not sure if it's that wet sounding, but yeah.
No,
I
he
think
was
I
just
get-
out
I
in the
get
rain. He
gist.
was in the rain.
I was.
Oh,
I
I
was
see,
able,
I see,
I was
okay.
able to sneak up, and I don't think I've ever been that sneaky. Like that's the most stealthy I've been in my life.
Fair enough.
The next question.
Dinomation asks, what is the biggest thing that went wrong at the marathon that no one found out about, or for whatever reason, fixed or not shown?
So I guess personal stuff aside, because like yeah, the team we have a lot of people, so eventually people get in small little arguments, and all that's off screen, which is very awesome.
Oh yeah.
But no, not talking about that. Like
Can I share the story about what happened during the countdown?
yes, talk about oh
I have
yes,
a story too,
oh
but yeah,
my
go for
God,
that
yes.
one.
What happened during the countdown?
Talk,
I didn't
Marissa,
hear about this.
Marissa,
We
tell
were
the
having-
story.
We were having some pretty bad Wi-Fi troubles for attendees with the hotel Wi-Fi. It was like really, really, it just was not working. And so Jiggy asked the hotel staff to assist us with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, fix it up.
To fix the Wi-Fi, right?
I can already see where this is happening. Oh,
And
don't worry
so-
about it. We'll just reset the modem.
They unplugged our main marathon
Yup.
Wi-Fi, which is completely separate from anything else. It
Yeah,
had
they
nothing
came
to do with
into the
anything.
marathon room. They didn't have to come into the marathon room at all. They came into the marathon room. I wasn't looking. I was panicking because it's the start of Zeldathon, and they unplugged the line out of my router that goes to my computer and plugged it into their other router, and they're
Yeah.
like, haha, we fixed it. And
We
immediately
fixed it.
I started panicking. I like what was it like? What's up, like a vault? You know, when you leap over
Yeah,
something.
just-
I
yeah.
vaulted over like a couch and like, oh.
The countdown was happening, so the countdown went down at that point. It was just like, why?
The worst part is I was so panicked when it happened, and the guy approached me and was like, yeah, sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. Like, he realized what he did was wrong and fixed it. And I was like, yeah, well, in the future, please never, ever, ever touch that line again. Like, I was, like, panicked and exasperated. I did not know this man, but I suddenly became
so
very
much
open.
better
Their
that
IT
happened.
person was just losing his.
So
crap
much
that
better
day.
that happened during during
Yes.
the countdown rather
True.
than like playthrough or something like that.
And for
And
everybody's
it
reference,
got better Wi-Fi.
the Wi-Fi
after
only
it.
came... Jiggy is on the line right now. Let's see what he has to say about the situation. Jiggy, what do you have to say? Hold on, Jiggy, hold on. There's money overriding your words. All right, say that again,
No
Jiggy.
money.
I would like to point this out. I did not trip over anything. It was the sheer stupidity of someone who said, yeah, sure, we will use your line to make our wireless better for you.
I mean, we were blaming you, Jiggy, for that. Well, we were blaming a little bit for you, but
It's all your
Yeah.
fault.
yeah.
It's not your
There
fault,
was a
Jiggy.
big
We were
joke
not
that he
blaming
tripped
you.
over something.
I am.
Yeah,
Slightly
I'm just
blaming you,
saying,
but
I
not in the
didn't
way you
do
think.
it. Also, I would say this in chat, but I thought it'd be easier just to call, and I also don't have a computer because it's dead.
I wondered why you haven't been playing Overwatch with us, Diggy.
He hung up. By the way, we had a $10.20 donation that says, I just want to see my name across the board. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And
Link
you
is
did.
the Triforce.
Congrats.
Also, somebody earlier commented that I got my phone screen fixed. No, this is the phone the screen died. This is the new phone.
Aha.
It's the G3. It's an upgrade.
Now,
I do have another hotel story.
Yes.
Unless you want to go first.
Go.
This was during the grilled cheese cook-off, which I don't think we've shown much of, like, behind the scenes of the actual cook-off.
Not yet.
at
It's
all.
going to be a video, though.
But there was one bit that I'm not even sure if made it into the video necessarily, and that is that for about maybe half of the contestants in that, like all 40 of us, we were in this like kitchen space for like the wedding stuff that the hotel does on Mars, right? And
Catering,
it was kind of a creepy sort of space for whatever reason.
I saw the picture on Twitter. It was
It's kind
of industrial.
Yeah, industrial is a good word for it.
Large
It's a very polite word for it. But in any case, so we were rushing to try. We had only like 15, 20 minutes left in the cook-off. And we're like, okay, this is our time to get the grilled cheeses on the grill, on the griddles and all that. Everybody gets them going. Bam, power goes out in the entire kitchen. Like all the outlets gone. And so we piled up the griddles, the waffle irons, the George Foreman I think we had. We threw it all into a cart, and it was like pushing somebody through a hospital, like in an emergency situation.
Yeah, I saw that you guys came in with the cart.
We did an outlet stat.
And so we actually finished cooking those grilled cheeses behind camera, like in the stream room. We just kind of filled the perimeter of the room with grilled cheese, which I'm sure Kay was very excited about during her run there.
Yeah, Kay apparently does not like the smell of grilled cheese, and I did not know that, or I would not have allowed that during her run.
Whoops.
So yeah, no, that was a fun time. That was a really good time.
We should move on to the next question. So speaking of Link used the Triforce, who has filled up the bar below us, they also question, Alex.
Yeah. Link used
Except this is not a really question.
Use the Triforce asks, not really a question, but more of a thought. Link appears to be right-handed in everything I've seen from Breath of the Wild, which makes me think he's the same Link from Twilight Princess era.
Although, isn't it canon for him to be left-handed in Twilight Princess?
Yes.
Rip MC.
Yes. Twilight Princess is not canon. No, wait. Twilight
You heard it
Princess.
here, folks.
No, the Wii version is not the canonical version.
All of Twilight Princess is not canon.
No.
It's like the CDI games.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it like that.
It is the redheaded stepchild of the Zelda series. All of a sudden,
No.
we don't talk about him.
No. Okay, so could Link be right-handed in Twilight Princess? I bet, but like, it depends. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the GameCube version was the one they ported to the Wii U, and so I feel like that is the version we should go off of. Could it still be following Twilight Princess, and because then the right-handedness be like maybe a thing from that? Sure. I don't know.
I don't think it. I think it's just a thing.
Yeah. Is Link right-handed in the game? I thought he was left-handed. I didn't look.
Apparently
Yeah,
he's
sure
right.
you did. Sure you didn't.
No, I didn't check his hand. I didn't care. Because
What?
It's irrelevant to me.
care?
People freak out about the hand thing all the time, and I'm like, it doesn't matter.
How do we know what part of the lore is? Maybe the timeline splits between the GameCube version and the Wii version of Twilight Princess. We don't even
They're
know.
separate timelines.
Yeah, I'm blowing this thing wide open, and apparently it's right-handed in Breath of the Wilds is connected right there. Brand new timeline.
All right,
And
next
Skyward
question.
Sword too.
Next
He's
question,
also right-handed in
Alex.
Skyward Sword. Frosty asks, "What is your most favorite part of the new layout of the Zeldathon show?"
I don't know.
Well,
The fact
Me
that
and
I'm
Alex
on
aren't-
now.
me and Alex aren't great examples of this, but I like that you can now include people that aren't within
Yeah.
local distance from.
Hi,
Hi,
Shadow.
Key. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hi.
Shadow.
Wait, you're over here. Yeah. Hi.
You got it. You nailed it, Alex. Wonderful job. No, Marissa, I'm not waving back at you. Stop that. Stop that.
Stop having fun. No fun here.
So I guess everybody's favorite part of the Zeldathon show layout is that we are the Brady Bunch now. I don't. I like that we have like I don't know more scenes, more like the single trivia.
Shadow.
Shadow, you're having too much fun with this.
Of course I am. I get to be in a box, and I'm having a good time with it. My chat earlier told me to gently caress your box, Alex. So I was going like this a little bit, just. Anyway.
All right.
But I guess seriously, MC, is there some aspect of this that you really particularly enjoy? That's something that's like, I really like that this turned out this way.
No, not really. It's a podcast style layout. It was pretty easy. I just made some squares and put people in them. I do like that we've been switching to like we can switch to like Zeldathon.net and like, you know, I can just like hit this button and we can just, you know, go see what's going on the website and explore a little bit. I think that's nice that we can add like a little personal touch to it as well, which is
cool.
Which is fun.
Fair enough.
Which is fun. It's cool.
Dude.
Let's move on to the next question.
Next question. Nerdy Cooper?
Cuber.
C-U-P-E-R. Cooper. I don't know. To the great SuperMCGamer. Any good off-cam stories from Zeldathon Recovery? Also, great job on the marathon. It was tons of fun to watch and did not disappoint.
Thank you. Off-camera stories that were really great. So my favorite thing, I guess, from like off-camera Zeldathon was going into chill room and listening to the Zeldathon orchestra slowly improve over time, because like when I first went in there, like day one of practice, I was like, and they were stopping a lot, and you know they were giving like and Marissa directed the team and like was like saying you need to do this, like, you know, and like keeping time better, and like everybody was like working like very hard, and like I didn't get to hear much music because they were just talking a lot about how to improve it. And then I came in on like the final day of practice and like, all right, let's run through this. And they ran through it like twice, and it was really good. And I was like, all right, it's ready for stream now. So I really enjoyed just coming in and listening to the music, I guess, is my favorite thing.
I personally, by the way, just really loved Zen Room. Like I think it was my favorite off-camera thing of all for Zeldathon Recovery was the fact that Zen Room existed.
What was Zen?
I'm so sad that I didn't know that until the last day.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people what it was so they don't know?
I guess it probably didn't get mentioned much, but actually directly behind the like where the marathon was happening, you know, like that big wall that you saw whenever Cham was up rather. Sorry, if I forgot the preferred nomenclature of Cham. When I just saw MC kind of purse his lips a little bit on that one. Behind that wall, it was completely dark, completely silent, a giant projected screen of the marathon happening, like the stream itself, and then a bunch of like pull-out couches where people would just kind of hang out. It was exactly as the name implies. It was very zen.
And the massage table.
And yes, OC was doing massages.
I never got my massage.
I didn't get a chance, but I want one someday, OC.
I
better
need one.
Better
so
keep
good.
doing that.
I needed one and I didn't get one because I didn't.
It was
have
so
time.
good. But I loved it. I loved it indeed.
Any other off-camera moments?
Not
Yeah,
really
it's
for me.
okay,
I literally came, played, and left.
Yeah, that's what Alex did.
Yeah.
He speed ran Zeldathon. So we good to move on to the next question, or did you have anything, Marissa?
I think we're good.
All right.
Cool. Victor the Guitar Nerd asks, what would be the craziest ever donation goal anyone has ever thought of? Throw me out of a window.
I mean, we've
Defenestrate the side of rice?
Yes.
we've
For
had
every
Okay, I wanna do
donation
it.
goal that you see, there's been like 10 rejected ones that were much more
yeah.
extreme.
Yeah.
Next week, MC, you should bring up a list of things that were rejected and some of the crazier ones, maybe.
We've
I
had
think that'd
stuff
be
like
fun.
throw people off the hotel, like somehow find. I don't think there is roof access on that
Access
building,
to the roof.
and
Also,
then throw
the
them
building's,
off.
Like, how many stories tall?
Several.
A lot.
Very large.
A few, yeah.
Surgery. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good one.
More than
Just
one.
be
So
dead.
surgery was something that Zach has been like, we need to do surgery. We need to do surgery. I'm like, that's not a
No.
goal. That's something that hurts people. If we
Live birth. That's
But-
been there.
Yes, we've
Live
had
birth
live
has been
birth,
there,
and
so,
I've
yeah.
rejected live birth. Apparently, I approved live birth at one point, but I had to re-reject it because I was obviously not in my right mind. But yes, we did surgery, as I was going to mention. Mojo fashioned a surgical mask out of one of our hats and performed surgery on one of the Link plushies whose neck was a little bit like this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And so we fixed up Link a little bit with some surgery, which was really good. We did kiwi
All right,
surgery as well, and but we didn't sew it back up.
That wasn't as successful.
No, it was more putting it immediately to the morgue.
Put it to rest.
Whatever bits or pieces are left. Anyway, we got a lot of questions left and only 10 minutes to do them.
Nerdy Cuber asks, can we have a return of the Kool-Aid next marathon?
It's happening. Yeah, during Marathon 18, not classic.
Hey.
Mega Kool-Aid's gonna be a thing. We have ideas that mostly involve buying a blender and stuff to really make it terrible. So people didn't seem that affected by it last time. I saw a few faces like during Ultra Kool-Aid that were like, but I was like, no, that's not enough. I want people to like only Sora puked. That's not good enough for me. So
We need
I
more.
have a few ideas to add to ensure that.
Good. Well,
Epicac.
oh, no, we're not doing that. Although that probably would be effective.
That would actually work, so.
right.
All right. Next question. BOOMG asks, could you change one thing that went on during the marathon? If you could change one thing that went on during the marathon, what would it be and why?
So marathon specific, change one thing that went on during the marathon. Marissa, do you have something? Because I'm still thinking.
I would have liked to have less time with the rehearsal credits so that we could do more time with other musical goals.
Mm-hmm.
I think. So that'll be
You guys did a
something
lot of
about.
prep work for the end credits. It's true.
Yeah, it needed a lot of preparation. So I think, hopefully for next time,
Well,
be able to
needed
be more
work,
efficient
yeah, for sure.
with preparing stuff.
Mojo saying, I like Jiggy's reaction. Why is it spicy?
Shadow.
Sorry, didn't mean.
Longer grilled cheese cook-off.
No, stop that. We would have a shorter grilled cheese cook-off.
The entire duration of Hyrule Warriors next time.
Oh my gosh.
The
Caleb, tell
resident
us.
chef of Zeldathon did not make the
There's
grilled
like several
cheese,
episodes.
so it wasn't a fair contest.
It's like a
Yeah,
tournament.
This is unfair.
Alex,
It's
what would
true.
be the one thing you would change about Zeldathon Recovery? There's a correct answer for this with you.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Winning the race
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's I suppose that's true.
and catching the biggest fish.
Oh, so you want to finish the
Well,
game? Go
that's
catch
more
the fish while
important.
Andy's still
Oh, yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
See, that would
Insult
be
it.
good. Maybe
but that sadly will not happen.
your comeuppance will not be coming anytime soon.
What I kind of want to do is, I know this probably wouldn't happen for a while, is have him race me in Majora's Mask any percent.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's true. Because you faced him on his turf. Now he
Now
gets to
you're
face
coming
you
to
on
my town.
your turf. I like
Coming to
that.
my town.
I like that idea.
I'd give him plenty of
MC,
time to
what
practice.
do you think about this idea? I think I
Maybe
kinda
we'll
like
discuss it for the future, but not make any
Yeah.
definite statements now.
Fair
it.
enough.
Okay.
I'm
Hot date Paul.
I don't think there was some of it. Yeah, go ahead. Whatever.
Hot Date Paul asks, MC, will Zeldathon Classic have any restrictions to any features of the marathon to make it feel more like a classic marathon?
Yes, we have quite.
Downgrade the camera.
Will you
No.
and Silver fall asleep on camera?
No. We are.
We're gonna get back
I'm
the old
not going to
couch.
watch this then.
We,
What's the point?
the old couch
Oh.
is ashes. It is physically impossible to reassemble the old couch. We will.
Well, not with that attitude, yeah.
No adventure
We gotta
system.
make
Long Island medium.
We have to make the new couch cosplay the old couch.
Get blue denim.
Yep.
How much blue denim do we want to spend on this marathon?
Just buy a bunch of jeans from the Salvation Army. You'll be fine.
It's actually
Yeah,
not
just
a bad
stitch it
idea.
together would be great.
Oh my
It
gosh,
would
it's
look
all
like
stitched together. Look even
Frankenpatch.
worse. Imagine like
Frankenpatch.
blue and black denim, like all patched
Different
together.
colored denim. Yeah.
I want to see this. Yeah.
We
I
just have
need to fall
Alex's
asleep- I
red
need to fall
pants in
asleep
there.
in Stone Tower Temple.
Yep.
That's something that needs to happen apparently.
But no, features like specifically to the planning of the marathon. No adventure system. Like all games are unlocked from the beginning. The game restriction, in case you're not aware, is anything before Zeldathon in 2009. So basically, any games released before 2009. No DS games, CDI games, because we did not have the technology to stream them yet. And I think we're not
Couch
doing
display.
Four Swords. Basically,
Yeah.
we're trying to make it as similar to like marathons 1 through 4, that style era. So it's gonna
way
be
back.
it's gonna be pretty weird. It's gonna be fun. Like it's gonna be like a modern marathon, but with like the classic approach. And I'm excited
gonna-
to see where it goes with it.
We're gonna need to get plenty of health and mana potions.
Oh my gosh, we're not getting those back. No, we're gonna need to get
Yeah.
pixie sticks. Is what we're gonna need to get.
Yes.
And noodle
Oh,
fights.
The giant pixie sticks.
Oh yeah, people wanted to go back to water goals outside. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
because if we do it from like my house, I don't have the yard for that. I have like a tiny little
no.
yard.
Fight in the street.
I have a bigger yard than MC does, and that's not
Just
really
fight
saying
in the
much.
street.
I
It'll
have a
be
tiny
great.
But no, that'll be really great.
Zeldathon Classic is October 14th.
Yeah, thank you,
Yep.
Marissa.
Yep. Keep moving.
Luxor asks, who specifically is your hero?
MC.
All of Zeldathon's viewers, really.
Shadow,
Donors.
you got something cheesy to say?
Also.
El Nub the Elcor. He is my hero.
My hero, I'd say like the donors is a really good answer. Like the people who continue to watch Zeldathon day in, day out and are here tonight on the Zeldathon show because they care about Zeldathon past the marathons and they want to to see the project grow and hopefully keep the dream alive and do great things. I think.
Aww.
Thanks.
Jiggy is not my hero.
Oh, and
Sorry,
Steve
Jiggy.
from Direct Relief because I know he's here. He's a
Steve.
really cool guy. You guys haven't heard.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Bagbot.
Thanks,
Wait, can we
Trudy, by the way.
read
Thank you,
defenestrate
Trudy.
Alex?
There'll be no more defenestration. On that point, I think that we don't have time for all these questions. We're gonna have to move on.
Oh, we can't just like burn through them fast. Just,
All right.
like, real fast.
All right, let's do
Lightning round.
Lightning round, Alex.
Let's
Let's go. Let's do it.
Shadowlink asks, is Zeldathon going to go back to the moon for Zeldathon Classic?
Maybe.
No.
Zeus asks, MC, will we ever see a translated restream if the marathon becomes large enough? If not, would you be interested in closed captioning highlights so the international viewers who aren't fluent in English can participate in the hype?
That'd be neat. That sounds
That'd
like
be really
a big
cool.
project. Maybe in the
yeah,
future.
Maybe
We'll look
sometime. Ask the SGQ people. Move on.
Nell asks, what was the black puzzle? Was the black puzzle completed, and how was it?
No,
No,
and
it's
everybody
terrible.
complained. Yeah.
It was,
It was
evil.
a quarter
No,
done.
Never again.
last time.
Never
I
again.
really liked it.
Program Ninja asks, will this go from Skype-a-thon
Masochist.
show to Discordathon once Discord gets video chat?
Probably.
Neat.
Magicer NN asks, on what console will you be getting the Breath of the Wild?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zigzagoon 493 asks, Alex, when does outdoor webbing start? May 1st, actually. So you missed
Oh.
it. Zwind asks, MC, when are you going to voice Goku for the anime? Love that video.
I will voice him when I know how to do a Goku voice. I don't know.
Pizza Man 227 asks, Shadow, what would happen if you and Tay Zunde combined voices together?
I'd become considerably more Indian.
Fast Jack asks, for Alex, kiss the duck. Eventually, we'll get to it.
Zeldathon Classic.
Frosty asks, if you were given a video game to the Pope, what would it be? Assassin's Creed.
That's horrible.
Not Undertale?
I've never played Undertale.
Do you guys know about this thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matt
of course.
gave Undertale.
Matt gave Undertale to the Pope. It's the thing.
Shadow Knight 101 asks, Super MC Gamer, how do you think Breath of the Wild will affect Zeldathon?
Double the
Make it
length.
Longer.
Double the length.
We'll play it. It won't be double the length. It'll probably be like a 10-hour game, but I don't know. Like, essentially, we're going to do all story. Like, that's probably what we're going to do. Like, we don't know until it comes out, but we're going to play the game.
And
during
it
the
totally
marathon.
did it.
2-week-long Zeldathon.
Woo!
Yeah.
High
Who
five,
needs what?
Shadow.
Yeah. Anyway,
No.
MC's not pleased. Anyway. Okay, yeah. So let's do this. Let's do this thing. We got through all the questions.
We did it.
Yeah, yes. Hooray.
Alex, it's your turn to say the word.
Transition!
That's right. So thanks to everybody who supports the show on Patreon. Look, the board's all updated. That's right. So thank you to everybody here. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go through the list. The list has gone very...
Yari!
and Yari!
Sorry.
So if you want to, go to patreon.com/SuperMCGamer if you want to continue supporting Zeldathon and the Zeldathon show. Right now, this is my full-time job. It's... We're getting by as it is, but the more names on this list, the little bit easier that it is. So thank you to everybody here on the list.
Woo.
Much love. And
Very
yes,
nice,
Gan 11,
very nice.
dead center. You got it right.
Oh, wow. He is
Did it.
directly dead center. That's pretty good.
And
Congrats to you.
thanks to everybody for joining us, especially you guests. So do you have anything going on, Marissa? Any streams or anything you got planned? Or
No. I'm going to be playing Pokemon Go.
you gonna be playing
See
Pokemon Go?
Fair
See
enough.
you in a long time.
Yeah, see you at Zeldathon Classic, Marissa.
Yeah. See you at Zeldathon Classic.
Shadow, you're gonna stream right after the show's over.
Literally, like I'm about to turn on XSplit. I will as soon as I can stop using my webcam. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming that, and I stream literally every night at 9 p.m. Eastern, including during the Zeldathon show. I'm sorry.
And that's shadow_temple, right?
Yeah.
So there
Yeah,
you go.
I'll say hi in chat. Hi, I'm me. What about you, Cider Ice? What are you doing?
I might be doing a stream tomorrow, like tomorrow morning or afternoon. If not, then starting next week, every weekday morning, around 10 a.m. or so. I'll be streaming. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's.
As for me, I don't know. I think I'm gonna be. I'm gonna try to stream more. I'm going away. I'm leaving my house. So this is I've been working very very hard even since after Zeldathon. So my actual proper vacation is starting tomorrow. I'm going to Richie McKay's birthday party tomorrow down in Pittsburgh. Alex, you should know about it. I sent it at everyone on Discord. But if you want to come, we'll talk after this.
I have to work on Friday, and tomorrow I think I'm doing something. I don't know.
I wish I could go, but I can't.
I would gladly come, but
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to Richie. So after that, I'm gonna be down in Pittsburgh, spending time with Arctic Light, and I'll be there until Sunday/Monday. So maybe I'll get a stream in before the next Zeldathon show. If not, I'll be back here next Wednesday for y'all.
Yay!
But that's the big stuff. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you all like the new Zeldathon show, because we got some stuff to smooth out, and we'll keep working on it, make it even better. So
I will enjoy it every time I'm on, because that is when I will see it. I'll watch the VODs too.
No,
okay?
you won't. No, you won't. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I will, okay? I will do it to spite you now.
We're going to hide secret messages in every show after this, specifically for Shadow. Like, he has to watch the next 10 episodes, where it's like, say, like a 10-word sentence. One word every episode for Shadow.
The word of today's show is the.
Very good. All right, I'm going to hit the outro button.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and thanks for watching. Much love.
There will be no more viewing tonight.